Hey guys, Chris Americos with you for another video. Today we're talking about the verb to be able to. A lot of people know the words can or could, but they don't know how to use them in different contexts. I get questions all the time about this. What's the difference between I can and I'm able to? In this video, I'm going to explain that difference. So probably the first thing that we should talk about is can. What is can? Can is just a short form of I am able to, which means that I can and I'm able to really are the same thing. To be able to is the infinitive form. Can is just one small part of this verb. The verb to be able to works pretty much like every other verb, except for the fact that it has two short forms. In order to understand to be able to better, let's look at it by tense. In the present tense, to be able to is I can, or I am able to. In the past tense, I could, or I was able to. And in the future, there's no short form. The only form is I will be able to. Now the verb to be able to is not an action verb. So that means that we can't use it in continuous tenses, but we can use it in perfect tenses. So in present perfect, I have been able to. In past perfect, I had been able to. And in future perfect, I will have been able to. When we talk about the past, some people get confused because we can use could and was able to in the same situations many times, but at other times we can only use was able to and not could. We can use was able to but not could to describe specific occasions in the past. For example, he threw the ball to me and I was able to catch it. In this situation, we cannot say I could catch it. If I want to talk about what I was able to do when I was 5 years old, I can say I could ride a bike when I was 5 years old, or I was able to ride a bike when I was 5 years old. Both of these sentences are correct because it's just talking about a general period of time in my life. Another point of confusion when we talk about to be able to is just the word could in general, because could has two meanings. As we already talked about, could means was able to. It's to be able to in the past. But could is also used for conditional phrases or hypothetical phrases. When we talk about hypothetical phrases with the verb to be able to, we can say I would be able to. If I had an airplane, I would be able to fly around the world. Another way to say this phrase would be if I had an airplane, I could fly around the world. In this case, could means would be able to. And that tells us that the word could has two meanings, was able to and would be able to. We usually understand which one we're talking about from context. Another reason some people get confused about the verb to be able to is because they learned this verb in the infinitive form, to be able to. And they forget that there's also a gerund form, being able to. There's also a negative infinitive and negative gerund form, not to be able to and not being able to. I hope that video helped you understand the verb to be able to a little bit better. If you liked this video, make sure you press like, leave a comment under the video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Until next time, it's Chris Americos.